Hi guys, this is Elizabeth here on YouTube. I made just under $20,000 in eBay sales last year by listing only 10 items a week. So today I'm at my local thrift and I'm going to be on the lookout for my 10 items that I will be listing for this week.
In this video, you're going to see 45 minutes of non-stop thrifting footage of all the brands that I pick up to resell on eBay. So let's see what exactly I find.
If you're ever curious about what vintage Tommy Hilfiger looks like, or what the logo looks like, this is how the way it looks. For this one, because it's plain, doesn't have any type of design, I'm going to go ahead and leave it behind. But if you come across a vintage Tommy that looks like this, where there's a lot of different color blocking, a lot of the logo outside, very loud and bright, pick it up. It is worth a good amount of money. Next, we're going to be looking at this brand here. It's another vintage brand, 555 Soul. It's a men's brand, and this one has pockets. There's a lot of buttons. This particular one has the capability to unzip at the knee area, so it can become a pair of shorts, and that adds a lot of value. However, there were a lot of marks, a lot of stains, and I'm so sorry that my phone went on to slow-mo without my knowledge. And so this one here has this patchwork here. So due to so many flaws, I did have to leave this one behind. I definitely felt sad about that. But if you spot these out at the thrift, pick it up. They are worth a good amount, anywhere from $40 and up. I came across this men's Western wear brand, Roper. This is a more recent tag, so I went ahead and put it away. But if you come across vintage Roper Western shirts where there's embellishments in the front or in the back, pick it up. They can go anywhere from $40 to $70. And then I came across this brand here. I have no idea how to pronounce it. This is how the logo looks like. And on the tag there, it stated that it was made in Japan. So I looked it up, and it is a men's hunting brand. Similar comps on eBay, has items going anywhere from $70 to over $100. I couldn't find anything that would be comparable to my jacket that I found here, which is more of a windbreaker type of jacket. Another brand to be on the lookout for is Vintage Starter. This one happens to be in a 3XL for the big and tall, and that's even better. However, this one is a plain one. It doesn't have anything in the front or back, so I went ahead and put this one back. But if you come across sports teams or different interesting patches, pick it up because they are worth a good amount of money. I made my way into the luggage area. Luggage can be a great place to look for items. Last week, I found a lot of really good deals in the blanket department. I think I bought 3 or 4 blankets that trip. So I decided to go back to see if there's anything interesting, if I can find items that's made maybe in cashmere or wool, or if I come across brands or items that are vintage. So after about an hour and 30 minutes into my thrift trip, these are all of the items that I put in my cart. So it's time to find a quiet spot in the store to look at sell-through rate to see if it is worth me picking up. So that is it, you guys. I only have one item in my cart. So I'm gonna have to continue onward to see what else is there at the store. I made it into the women's section here, going through all of the sweaters. Because we're in spring season, the sweater section was very abundant, which is absolutely okay with me. I buy my items year round, so I'm on the lookout for wool pieces, cashmere pieces. This one that I am pulling out is a brand, Just Cashmere by Forte. This is a 100% cashmere sweater, a turtleneck long sleeve, and I like the color. It's giving me old money, minimalistic, classic aesthetics. So I'm gonna pick that one up. And a similar comp on eBay sold for just over 20 bucks. Another item that I picked up was this forest green woman's turtleneck waffle knit sweater. And by the way, these are all words that I would include in my title when I'm listing these items. I did not know the brand is Cole, and I did not know that they made these types of sweaters. Cole is an outdoor brand, and there's the logo right there. So a similar comp sold for just under 30. I made my way to the tops and the tanks section, and when I'm in this area, I'm typically looking for silk items. This is going to be a vintage brand, Anna and Frank. This is a 100% silk short sleeve, a similar comp, sold for 38 bucks. Title 9 is a bread and butter brand for me. I pick items up in every single size because they do use very high quality items. This is a woman's full zip hoodie. It is a merino wool blend with the little thumb holes, as you can see there on the sleeves. And comps are going anywhere from $35 to $40. The final item for my shopping trip today is going to be this vintage Abercrombie & Fitch men's canvas cargo straight leg pant. I was really excited to see this because Abercrombie & Fitch is having a moment right now where similar ones on eBay are going anywhere from 50 bucks to 80 bucks. If you can find the ones that are wide leg, they will go for even more, over 100 bucks. So be on the lookout for those. So thank you so much for sticking with me. A like, if you can give this video a like, and so that would definitely help my small channel grow, and so I appreciate your consideration. Be on the lookout for another video coming out soon. Thanks so much. Hi guys, this is Elizabeth here on YouTube. I made just under $20,000 on eBay by listing only 10 items per week. And stick until the very end because I found an item that sold for $100 right now on eBay. And so I'm starting in the women's section. I'm looking at their tops, their short sleeves, their tanks, to see if there's anything that's worth a second look, worth me researching on eBay to see if I can flip for a profit. I didn't find anything interesting at that last rack, so I moved over to their knitwear and light sweater section. I came across this brand right here, Sundance. Sundance is a bread and butter brand for me. This is going to be a woman's button-down knit 3/4 inch sleeve top. That similar items are going for around that $30 mark. So I will be picking up the Sundance top. I came across this top right here by a bread and butter brand, Eileen Fisher. This brand sells really well for me, especially in the larger sizes, but it has this hole on the front, so I had to pass on that. If there wasn't that hole, I would definitely pick it up. This next item here is by the brand Jessie and Jane. This is another bread and butter brand for me. Everything that I picked this up in, I do sell, even in the smaller sizes. There is a stain in the front, but I think I can get it out and wash. This brand is known for their artsy style, boho, flowy art to wear. So I'm going to be picking that one. Similar items on eBay, such as this one here, is going for around the $30 mark. I came across this brand here Encircled, and what caught my eye was that it was made in Canada. So I will stop and do a quick research when I find items made in Canada. I found the exact one on eBay that sold for 55 bucks. What makes this item valuable is that it's made out of organic cotton. Another brand that I came across is United Colors of Benton, and I like this sweater because of the color and the branding in the front. However, when I checked comps, the items aren't going for very much and the sell-through rate was really low, so I passed on them. Here, I'm still in the sweater section, and I came across this particular brand right here. I don't know how to say it, so I'm not going to butcher it, but it's another brand that is made out of organic cotton. So because of the higher material, people are willing to pay a premium for it. I found the same exact sweater on eBay that sold for 38 bucks, so I will definitely be picking that one up. As I'm going through the racks and I'm showing you the brands, let me know if I pass on a good brand that you know can flip for a profit. I'm always learning and I'm curious to see what's going to work on eBay for a profit. I came across this item, you guys, and I'm so excited. This is a vintage brand, John Witt's, and I think this is the best find of the day. It doesn't even matter to me that it's not winter fall. This is a woman's overcoat. It's made out of wool and cashmere. It's long sleeve, double breasted, very long, similar, and the same exact it just sold on eBay for 100. Made it. I did run by the swimwear section just because summer is going to be right around the corner. And so I looked at this one here. The brand isn't great, but it reminds me a lot of the Miracle Suit. And so this is how the logo looks like. If you come across this brand, pick it up. It doesn't matter what size, it will sell for a decent profit. I am always on the hunt for plus size swimwear, and so when I came across this brand Land's End, and the size was in a 10 triple D, that caught my eye. Even though Land's End is not the greatest brand, sometimes the sizing can help elevate it for a bigger profit. However, when I looked up comps, they aren't doing so well. So for the pre-owned items, it's going around 15 bucks. So I left that. I made it into the shoe section and I'm looking around to see if there's anything worth picking up. And I spotted a pair of rubber Birkenstocks. This is the Arizona Ava model to be exact. There is some debris on the bottom, but I can clean it up with a good scrub. And similar ones on eBay are going for around the $30 mark. So that's a two. So I'm in the men's section and I found this item here. This is a Disneyland Resort men's button-down long sleeve shirt, and I was curious to see what the comps were. Sometimes depending upon the design, items can go for a lot. However, what I'm seeing in research is that they're going for around the $15 mark and the sell-through rate is really low. So I went ahead and passed on that. Another brand to pass on is going to be Paradox, especially if it's pre-owned. Now, if this was new with I'm in the jeans area and I'm looking for the brands. I'm looking for wide leg styles, and I came across the brand Spanx. Spanx is a good brand, however, with this particular piece, it is an older style. It's a pair of skinny jeans, and so I'm going to pass on that. It's just really hard to sell skinny jeans today. Going through this last rack of jeans is going to be the end of my thrift trip today. I'm going to grab everything from my cart. I have just over about 11 items, 11, 12 items or so. So I am good to I would appreciate it if you can like this video and subscribe if you found value in watching this video. What you provide will definitely help my small channel grow. So thanks so much, and stay tuned for the next video coming out soon. Bye.
Hi guys, this is Elizabeth here on YouTube, 10 items every week for the entire year of last year. Today I'm going to be taking you with me on a thrift trip to see if I can pick up my 10 quality items for the week. Stay tuned until the very end because I found one item that I will be listing over $100. So let's see what I found at the thrift. Today I'm going through the bottoms first. I'm starting in the shorts, and then I'm going to be making my way into the pants and the jeans section. So I found this brand, Pure Jill. It is a sweatpant type material in a woman's. I pulled this aside in my cart because I wanted to check comps. Sometimes in large sizes they can go for a decent amount. I did end up putting the Pure Jill pants back because the sell-through rate was really low and the profit margins weren't that high. Then I found this brand, Eileen Fisher. This is another woman's sweatpants, but it is in petite size. So I'm going to go ahead and check comps. I did eventually had to put it back. Even though it's a good brand, the petite sizing seems to just take a longer period of time to sell. So I did put that one back. If the sizing was in a large, extra large, or plus size, I would have kept it. Then I came across this one here. This is an Athleta legging. It is in this really cool, pretty baby pink camo color. It was in a size extra small, and it was pretty much in new without tags condition. So because of all of these different factors, I really contemplated on whether to pick this one up or not. We are in spring and summer season. Because of the color, the condition, and there were some promising comps, sold comps, that I went ahead and picked it up. So about an hour in, this is what my cart looks like with all of the items that I will be researching to look at the sell-through rate and also profit margins to see if it's worth picking up. I always like to stop by the blanket section because you never know what you can find. There's always some good stuff that you can flip for a good profit when you find them. I also swung by this shoe section and I found this pair of diving scuba footwear. Comps were pretty good on this, and so I went ahead and picked it up. This is by Soft Spot. I think that's the brand. And it should fetch me anywhere from $30 to $40. I made my way into the men's section, and I like to check the shirts first to see if there's anything worth picking up. Then I made my way into the women's section. There wasn't much items that I saw in the men's, so I moved over to the women's department and looking through women's tops. This is the brand Susan Graver, and if this was in plus size, I would have picked it up, but that one wasn't. Susan plus size, they do have a good sell-through rate, so if you find those items in plus size, pick it up. Again, with the plus size theme, I found this Catherine's in a 2X. This is a really cool geometric print with pockets and buttons, and it has this really pretty lace detailing on the back. This is more of a bread and butter brand. It's nothing exciting, but this one will fetch me anywhere from $25 to $35. Here's another example. This is J Jill, and this is in plus size, another 2X. I know we are going into the warmer seasons with spring and summer, but again, I pick items all year round, so this should sell around the fall and winter season for a good profit. What I like about this item is that it's of course plus size, it's a cable knit, it's a long sleeve sweater. These are all great factors for a pickup. I'm going through the sweater section now, and I like to shop off season. So because we're in the warmer months, a lot of my sweaters and coat sections in my thrift are very plentiful. So I'm going through to see if there's anything in cashmere, in wool, premium brands or vintage brands. These are what I am looking out for. Then I came across this one, Lauren by Ralph Lauren. This was in a size small. It is a beige button trench coat, long sleeve, a super classic, old money minimalistic look. I did have to leave this one behind because of the size, but if that one was in plus size, I would have picked that one up for sure. The small sizes just takes forever for me to sell, so I left that one behind.
Then I came across this one here. This is a collaboration between BMW and Yacht Sport. It has the logo, the branding in front. It just seems like a very premium item. So I put that in my cart. But I did have to put it back because there wasn't much of a demand for it. And the items that did sell was lower than my profit margin. So I put that one back. To wrap up the top jacket section, I found this super cool, like vintage, artsy, cartoonish, 100% silk top. And I'm always on the lookout for interesting, eye-catching things. And I found this shirt. It's made in China, like I said, 100% silk. When I checked comps, there wasn't anything selling on sale, no sold comps. So although I thought that was pretty cool in design, I did put it away because items like that just wasn't selling. I also checked by my swimwear section. I found the Speedo swimwear one piece. It was still in really good condition, so I put that in my cart to check comps. I did have to put it away because the profit margins was not what I was looking for. Thanks so much for sticking with me throughout the very end, you guys. This is my $100 plus item that I found, in which I will be listing in my store. This is a vintage Berg house. I think that's how you pronounce the logo. This is a vintage puffer down jacket. It's super cool. It has the buttons, the logos on the buttons, and the sleeves can unzip, so you can make this into a traditional puffer jacket or a puffer vest, which is a factor that will bring in a lot of value to this item. So finding this item wraps up my thrifting haul for feedback. If you found value in watching my video today, please like and subscribe. Your feedback definitely helps my small channel grow. Hi guys, this is Elizabeth here on YouTube, and last year on eBay I made just under $20,000 in sales by listing only 10 items per week for the entire year. So come along with me at the thrift today. I'm looking for my 10 quality items. Stay tuned with me until the very end. I found 2 things that I will be listing for around $100. So let's see what I find. I'm in the men's section, and the first item that caught my eye is going to be this vintage men's brand, Big Dogs. They're known for their polos and their jackets of that sort. I went ahead and put this one back because I checked comps and the profit margins aren't there for me. Sometimes with more unique designs, they can go anywhere from $20 and up. As I'm making my way through the men's shirt section, I found this brand, a fish named Fred. I thought that was such an interesting brand, a phrase rather, but it's the brand. So I also noticed some Japanese writing on it. And when I looked up comps, it had a great sell-through rate, and the profit margins were definitely there. They were going anywhere from $35 to $40 and onward. So this is a pickup. I made my way into the men's jackets, and I came across another Big Dog brand, and this one I will be picking up for sure. Now, sometimes with brands, the sell-through rate may not be so great in shirt section, but maybe in their jacket section, there's the profit there, and this is an example of that. You can get anywhere from $30 to $40 in this brand. This is a men's full zip polar fleece jacket. I know that we're coming into spring and summer and that the sell-through rate may be low, sale, but I know that this will definitely sell when fall and winter seasons come around. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick this in my cart. I came across this hoodie here by the brand Screenshot. I thought that the hamburger patchwork in the front was really cool, and there was a lot of branding on the hoodie and on the sleeve. That's a tip. If you find items with a lot of branding, that could be a really good thing. So I looked up comps, and comps were a little bit everywhere. You had similar items selling in the $8-10 range, and then you had some that were in the $20-30 range. So because there was too much of a consistency there and the sell-through rate was not great, I went ahead and left this one behind. But a really cool design. I thought the designs were really eye-catching. I made my way into the women's section and I came across this brand here, Everlane. Everlane does consistently sell for me. They're known for their organic cotton and higher quality materials, and that it's a sustainable brand. So this is a woman's short. It's made out of the sweatshirt material, very casual and comfy, and similar ones are going for around the $35 mark. I also made my way into the lounge section, and I have picked up brands like Vuori before, so don't skip out on the lounge or PJ section. As I'm going through this section here, I came across this item. It is a collaboration between Champion and Todd Snyder. Whenever I see Todd Snyder anywhere, I always take a second look and look up comps because Todd Snyder is one of those premium brands that can go for a lot. So this one here is just a plain sweatpants, and there's a blemish, a discoloration spot right here. When I looked up comps, good condition ones are going for around $40, and so I still picked it up even with the blemish because I think I can still get around the $20 mark. So this is a pickup for me. I'm looking at some bags here, and I came across this bag right here by the brand B. Makowski. This brand does have a following. It's 100% leather. This is a crossbody or shoulder style with a cool chain detailing here, but I did have to put this one back because there was a lot of wear, too much wear for my comfort to resell on my store, but a really cool find though. So this right here is going to be my first item that I'm going to be listing for over $100. This is a vintage gold prilf. I have no idea how to pronounce it, but this is how the logo, the branding looks like. It's this vintage briefcase / document holder. It's really cool with the handles. You can pop it out or put it back in. There are zippers and pockets inside. When I found this item, keywords that automatically came to my mind was old money, classic minimalistic, kind of that whole aesthetic. I also stopped by my blanket section to see what I can find here. I've been having really good luck lately in this department, and lo and behold, I found another Pendleton Sherpa blanket. The one that I found already sold, so I was really excited to find this one again. This is a really big blanket, so I'm thinking it's probably queen or king size, but this is your Sherpa plaid reversible blanket. Comps go anywhere from 55 to around 80 to 90 bucks, just depending upon the style and size. Then I made my way into the women's jacket, and I found this 100% genuine suede leather. It was not branded, and I contemplating whether if I should pick it up or not, but when I checked comps, there just wasn't that big of a market for unbranded suede jackets, so I left that behind. However, another jacket that caught my eye was this one right here. It's Polo Sport, and it seems to be made out of leather. It's full zip, it's in women's, but upon further examining the logo, something just didn't fit right, and I think this was a dupe. The zipper just didn't match up. There was no inner fabric tracks or anything like that, so I let that one go. But as you can see here, vintage ones and genuine authentic ones will go for over $100. So just be on the lookout for vintage Polo Ralph Lauren leather jackets. I continued onward to look through the tops and the sweater sections to see if there's anything good here. I wasn't able to find anything, but I did wanted to show you guys another find that I found. This is going to be my second item that I found today, which I will be listing over $100, and this is by Rag & Bone. This is their Terry Jogger pant. This is new with tags, and a similar comp just sold for $120. So I will be listing my very similar to the sold comp. If you have been thrifting for as long as I have, sometimes the stars align and you just find yourself in a moment where really nice items are hanging on the rack somewhere waiting for you to find it. And today I had one of those moments. This is a beautiful Free People in a size large floral boho peasant top. Yes, there is a stain in the front. I'm going to try my best to get out of it, but this is beautiful. And it was just hanging on this rack waiting for me to pick it up, which I'm so grateful for. Similar comps are going anywhere from $40 and up. If this item was in a maxi with a longer length, it could sell for a lot more, around the $80 to $90 mark. So be on the lookout for these types of items as we are in spring and summer mode. So with that awesome find, it wraps up my thrift trip for today. Thank you guys so much for watching and sticking with me until the very end. I hope that you found a lot of value in my video. If you did, go ahead and drop a comment, like, and subscribe. Your feedback will definitely help my small channel grow. So stay tuned for my next video coming soon. Bye guys.